right, good morning. February 15th, 2024, composite operator, trading systems, Arms of Orion, the composite operator. What we're looking at here is we're back trading the box, back in the junk box over here. And we hit my levels pretty good. If you're watching and trading along with the videos, this was the area I spoke about. And the last gasp would be up to here. And we didn't quite get there. I got my levels from way over here, like we talked about, as a possibility for that upside, but we just couldn't quite get there. It doesn't mean we're not just taking a break here and coming back into this range to start another leg. But, again, when you get to the top side of these linear regression channels, there's only a certain amount of time. Like, as this thing gathers steam, you can already see the low linear regression channel starting to flatten. And this thing, when these things are going parabolic, not parabolic, and in a way they were, but look at some of these days. Some of these candles are just epic. 2-hour candles like that are just, and oil does that. Let's just be honest about it. I'm going to be revamping this 2-hour chart here soon, but, we're kind of stuck in the node right now. And if this thing doesn't want to get going, the thing is, we came down to the box, which is my level. We're right at this level here, 75.57. At the bottom of the box that we touched, anyways. Now we're kind of back up towards the middle. We're back at that big level of 76.27 right here, or 76.30, excuse me, or what is it? 76.27, 25, somewhere in there. It's this red line here. All these lines mean things to me. They're all levels that can be keyed off of, like we're sitting right now. Bam. So I always have this chart up. I'm always kind of pushing from level to level, seeing where it's going to go. This was a great one yesterday as this fell off. When we breached this level, there wasn't a whole lot in between. We came into the box. We breached the level, we came into the box, and then this thing just, pushed. And we pushed right to this level, had a pause here. We can zoom in and look at that. Came in, we breached, like the break, and then retest, and then it broke back down here. And then ultimately came down to touch this level in London session. So, are we just basing for another fall here? There ain't a whole lot here. There ain't a whole lot here. You got a big old node right here. So if this doesn't hold up and want to get on its horse back to the upside, first stop would probably be the 200 EMA, I'm guessing. Or come down to touch this level. Right now we're kissing the 55 EMA. And, we've already had one kind of rejection off of that, which brought us into the hold of the 75.56 level. So we'll see what we do here, because we're right here, like everything's lining up. This 55 EMA and the 76.25, so let's call it 76.25 to 76.30 level are currently holding, but you can see we're inside the box, man. We got the junk here. So we formed a junk area here when we formed junk over here. So like this gives us a little junk, and then it took a little bit longer time to get through that, and then we went up, and now we're kind of this is a sticky area. We can clearly see that, right? So I'm not a big prognosticator on which way it's going to go. I just follow I go from levels to levels, right? So if we break through here, now we kind of have a level up here at 76.76. Kind of halfway between that, coming up through the shoulder of the node here. So, like I said, I just kind of like following it level to level. And like I said, you can get them like the push. Like look at the push we had from this level, hit the level, hit the level, hit the level, hit the level. And that's kind of like what, if you get into some of these trades, on the lower time frames, like the 3 minute and the 15-second chart, which really allows you to lock in profits pretty fast down in there, and then just move on with more trades. And then sometimes that 3 minute chart, allows you to really take huge advantage of big trades. Red line, gold line to the downside. Red line, gold line to the upside. And everything else in between. I'm already. I know this is pushing because I'm in bullish stand. Like the only thing I don't have bullish was my MACD, but my MACD did cross on a deep pullback. So it crossed on a deep pullback, and we got the zero line cross right here, and that thing just yanked to the upside. Not to mention we're coming off a channel bottom, and this was a little bit different. When this was bottoming here, I can guarantee you these were all tipping down even in a more steeper fashion. And like I said, you tag that bottom. We tagged a level right there again at 75.50. And this thing, like I said, we came back up. I love when it breaches to come down to retest, and I love the interplay that can happen here sometimes around these levels, and then it starts to skyrocket because when you're looking at this is the 3 minute. When you're looking at this at the lower time frames, like the 1 minute and the 15-second, you can really get a sense of like, okay, this thing, it's going to go because a lot of your other, this thing just keeps ripping, and the RSI and like some of the other oscillators down on the 15-second and the 1 are showing all really incredibly bullish signs, and you just keep it keeps you in these trades. That's what keeps me in these trades, to be quite honest with you. So just absolutely phenomenal. Like I love when oil does stuff like this because it really allows you to get into these longer trades if you want. And like this is kind of, you get this, but then you're kind of waiting to see if we're going to reject here. It does come up and we hold the gold line and it wants to keep pushing, but once it holds that red line, you get a huge push, and then, it's going to start to peter out at a point. Like this is what the market does. It just seeks liquidity up and down. And sometimes you get, you get a little sideways trend going, or range up at the top here, and then it pops to the downside. But a lot of these are just like V bottoming in a way. You get the bottom, and then this thing just makes its move back up. I love when oil does this with this kind of price action because it's just so good trading. But that's kind of like when you're getting in. When I'm up here looking at the 2 hour, and I mainly look at the 2 hour in some of these videos, like when I'm dropping down into here, and then I'm back into here. Like this is this whole range. This is this big range right here. Just this big push around right here. All of this action right here, which is absolutely incredible trading, is all right through here. So what we call a range on a 2 hour chart actually gives us just boatloads of opportunity on the 2 minute, or excuse me, the 3 minute and the 1 minute. Like here's the 1 minute. A lot of opportunity on the 1 minute as well. And here's our 15-second. And if you understand the theory behind our 15-second, you got trade after trade after trade through here. So, anyways, here we are breaching. We're coming up to that level here. 76.24, levels 27 to 30. Let's see if we reject here. Like that's going to be the key this morning to see if we break through, or do we come back down and still battle through some of the junk over here. That may be the soup du jour for the day. We may just get some of this action here through today yet before we pick a direction, or market, U.S. market open in 45 minutes ish, somewhere in there. And this thing wants to rip to the upside one way or another. So, we'll see. We had inventories yesterday. Usually we get some good pushes after that. I mean, look at the push down we got from inventories. Like I hate pre-inventory, but after inventory can absolutely give you such incredible days of like action. And I had a great day on oil yesterday. I had a great end of day on ES yesterday. We'll just flip to ES real quick. Like ES end of day yesterday just had a absolute rip fest into the last, those last 2 hours were just incredible off the bottom. Three-legged pullback like you wouldn't believe to the upside. Let me pop over to oil quickly. Or ES. Sometimes I use Heiken Ashis. This happens to be candles, but I'll put my Heikens on because you can see it a little bit better with the Heiken Ashis on. You can see the first leg, second leg, third leg push, which was just phenomenal. So the end of day push on that end of day push on ES was just absolutely incredible. Just a really, really nice day on the backside there. So I mean, even like right through here we had this. ES was a really nice trading yesterday because it was nice and smooth and just really signaling was really nice. And like once we went full on bullish here, you knew it was on. So that first and second leg were easy to grab. So anyways, I'll go back to the 2 hour. As far as ES goes, we had a really pretty good recovery. What is that? I'm guessing a 618 recovery. Shit, man, almost a 786, but came right up into that golden pocket. So really, really nice move right there. Back up. So we're kind of just trending sideways, kind of flagging here. We'll see if we make another stair step up into the 39 level, and then maybe we got all this to kind of take out here too. So we'll see how that kind of shakes out. Again, I don't know why my other volume profile does not load on this. You see, it's sitting down here. It's when that indicator works, it works phenomenally. When it doesn't work, it's just garbage. So I'm probably gonna have to reload it. So I'll play with that later. But we're sitting right at the level. Look at the level it came up to. So the level we had called out from way back here, if you watch some of the videos, was this level right here, 50.30, and we're just we tagged it or came close to tagging it in the overnight session here. So we'll see if this can have some continuation into the U.S. session. 50.39 obviously is a level just from the fib retracement, and then got a little bit of garbage to get through after that. You get through 45, and then we could maybe approach that high. And we weren't that. My level up here was 50.78, so we were just a tad short of it. So if this thing wants to keep moving, those would be the upside targets I'm looking for. And then obviously, let me remove the fib levels here, and all these other, all the downside targets were good to the downside. So same thing, they'd be touching these downside targets here, maybe coming back into the box. Who knows? This fast-moving linear regression channel is now tilted to the downside pretty good, but if we get a solid day up here, it moves so quickly to the downside because of these like candles right through here. That's what pushed it so violently and so fast when we had that a super aggressive pullback on the 13th on Tuesday. So we'll see how this thing, if we get some continuation into today, maybe into this upper channel here, and then maybe sideways. So Just have to check it out. Either way, you just got to be poised for it. You do your. This is how I kind of look at this, and then I break down, and then I'm just following my kind of oscillators and kind of the stuff I do down on my lower levels. So, anyways, that's a 15-minute. I'll let you guys get going on that and digest that a little bit. But had some really good trading yesterday. Had some really good. Had a lot of people get some really good trades on oil, and then that end run on ES was phenomenal. So both instruments doing really well. You can skin a lot of money out of either of these at this point right now. So good luck, and stay green. See ya.